Hello again, everybody. I'm Paul the Nitro Skywars here. Welcome to this edition of From the Mind of the Nitro. Thank you so much for joining us. This month, as we all know, the PWI, that's the Pro Wrestling Illustrated Achievement Awards, the voting season is just right around the corner. And I thought that this month, we'll take a look at who I have selected as my top 5 candidates for the Pro Wrestling Illustrated Achievement Awards Wrestler of the Year. These 5 individuals that I have picked really stood out in 2024. So let's just get right into it. First selection is Gunther. Gunther was the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion before he got upset by Sami Zayn at WrestleMania 40. He turned that around and won King of the Ring and then won the World's Heavyweight title at SummerSlam against Damian Priest. And ever since then, Gunther has been dominant on the Raw brand as the World Heavyweight Champion. Who could beat him? Maybe Sami Zayn. You notice that Gunther is afraid of Sami Zayn. For some reason, he won't give him a world title shot. But nonetheless, Gunther has really been dominant throughout the year, not only as Intercontinental Champion, but King of the Ring, and now the World's Heavyweight Champion. My next selection is the man that Gunther took the belt from, Damian Priest. What a year he's had. He took advantage of the Money in the Bank briefcase, cashed it in at WrestleMania, and defeated Drew McIntyre to make Drew one of the shortest reigning world champions of all time, and making his mark and making his moment at WrestleMania. He successfully defended the title against against Seth Rollins and others. Plus, he had to endure the breakup of the Judgment Day. And now with Rhea Ripley, got a bit of revenge against Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan. But you could bet down the road, Damian Priest will have to deal with Finn Balor. Then maybe he'll get back on the trail after the World's Heavyweight title. But it's been an interesting year for Damian Priest, and he should be also selected as a nominee. Next nominee I select is Swerve Strickland. He has carried the banner of being AEW World Heavyweight Champion for most of this year before losing that title to Bryan Danielson at All In this past August. It seems like Swerve was ignored by the AEW, by professional wrestling fans, and really tried his best to be the flag bearer of AEW, but things just did not work out. No matter how hard he tried, no matter how he successfully defended the title, no matter how he promoted the brand AEW, things just did not work out. But Swerve Strickland should be considered for nomination for Wrestler of the Year just because of his hard work at trying to establish himself as the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. And with that, I'll give him a nomination for Wrestler of the Year. Next up, Cody Rhodes. We know about Cody this year. He finished the story. He won the Royal Rumble. Then he finished the story by beating Roman Reigns, ending Roman's longest reigning champion of the modern era at WrestleMania 40 to become now the undisputed heavyweight champion. Ever since then, he successfully defended the title against Solo Sikoa, Kevin Owens, and others. And right now, Cody's getting ready for another primetime main event at Bad Blood, where he will team with Roman Reigns against Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu at Bad Blood. And for that had to be the perfect story as far as I'm concerned. In my opinion, he is the front runner for being Wrestler of the Year for 2024. And oh, by the way, he is the number 1 wrestler in the PWI 500. So add another accolade for Cody for 2024. And that's why he is a front runner for the Wrestler of the Year award. And my final nominee is Drew McIntyre. What a change in Drew. First, he became a bad guy. He didn't care about the fans. He didn't care about CM Punk. He won the World's Heavyweight title in the first match of Night 2 of WrestleMania, only to antagonize CM Punk, and CM Punk jumped him and put him out with the cast, Damian Priest took advantage of that and became World Heavyweight Champion. Ever since then, Drew McIntyre has made it personal with him and CM Punk. He defeated CM Punk at SummerSlam, and then CM Punk got back at him at Bash at Berlin. But nonetheless, Drew McIntyre has really established himself as a heel on the Raw brand in the WWE. And that is my 5 nominees that I would select as nominees for Wrestler of the Year. Now, I think the ballot for this year's Achievement Awards will probably be out in the next issue of Pro Wrestling Illustrated after the PWI 500. I think it's the PWI 100, which is the 100 top tag teams in wrestling today. I think that's going to come out in November. So whenever you get that particular issue, go out and vote. That's right. Your vote counts in the Pro Wrestling Illustrated Achievement Awards. It's happened in the past. It can happen now. And with that, that ends this edition of From the Mind of the Nitro. Thank you so very much for joining us. I'm Paul the Nitro Scars here saying, so long, everybody.